Well, hello folks, take two. Bumped into a few people and ended up having a chat for about 20 minutes, and I had to stop the thing, So what was he on about? Yeah, I want to talk about YouTube today, YouTube. I'm going to upload the little clip first, just so I want to talk about YouTube. Yeah, I can be bold, I can be brash, and I say it how it is. Sometimes there's a little bit of banter involved in there, but listen to all my haters, lovers, subscribers. Thank you for watching me, because I know the watch time and people are watching me, and that's good enough for me. First of all, I want to address one situation. Sicario Gun 1 is a Scottish guy, and I seen him on a live a few days ago. I saw it in the Liverpool Echo. Sicario's turned his life around. Liverpool Sicario, who done a podcast on Sean Atwood. It was completely grey. Blew someone up and got them 7 years. He admitted it on Sean Atwood's podcast. It was one that Sean had already previously put up and puts them up again when he hasn't got a podcast on that day or whatever. And I watched it, and then I just automatically, when I saw Sicario Gun 1, assumed that it was the same Sicarius. Well, let's get it fact and straight now. There is a Liverpool Sicarius, and I'm sure Sicario in Scotland knows that now, mate. So the only reason I assumed it was you, just because of Sicario Gun 1, I assumed that was Sicarius in Liverpool. So I made a mistake. So it wasn't personal. You're not Liverpool's gun runner, but you're still asking me, do you still think I import guns? No, hang on. Liverpool Sicario had his own little gun factory, because it was in the Echo, so I wouldn't say it if it wasn't in the Echo. It's out there and everyone's seen it, but all the Liverpool people know, but it's not in the Scottish papers. So Sicario Gun 1, you've got a big apology from Sheila Road's finest. I am sorry. So no problems, lad, no problems. You know what I mean, we lie. You know what I mean, we lie. No problems, no. Another one now. It's Dodgy Dave. I want to talk about Dodgy Dave. He's as dodgy as they come. And listen, that's all I've got to say on Dodgy Dave. Kaput, said, done, finished. He's not getting my airtime. See you, Dodgy. Hello, Mr. Humble. How are you, lad? You alright, mate? Watching your content. I like some of it, mate. But let's be straight. If you want to put yourself out on YouTube and you're looking to out everyone else, and you're acting as though you've got shares in YouTube, by the way, banter. People are going to fire at you. Now, if I'm going to be bold and brash, people are going to fire at me. Now, it is what it is, isn't it, buggies? Sheila Road's finest. I was going to change my name to Sheila Road's finest pimp, but I thought not, because people may think it's serious when I'd just be having a laugh. Because you always get people in my comments, have you got a brass, have you got a brass, have you got a brass? Now, you know what, Humble, I noticed you said in my comments, when you got in the lift, I seen you looking in the mirror. Well, do you know, when I get back and I go back in the lift, I'm going to look in the mirror, because it does my fucking head in. There's a notice in the lift saying there's a camera in there, but you can't see it. And I think it's behind the mirror. You're on it, lad. Do you know what I mean, Mr. Humble? So yeah, you may be sometimes humbled, but you're a bit like me. You're bold and brash, You say it how it is. You don't beat about the bush. But if you want to put yourself out there, you're going to take the backlash, la. You're going to get your haters, your lovers. And I'm not a hater. I'm a bold, bit brash person. don't involve families, don't involve partners really, to be putting family members, mentioning them on YouTube if they're not using it, if they're not commenting, if they're not active in the community. I mean, they may be watching it but they're not active, as in not making the comments. So I don't class them as involved in the YouTube drama. If you're in the YouTube drama world and you're putting it out there, you're fair game to be taking them down, you know. And I'm just, you know, humble. The other day, someone said to me, do I live near Cumbrian Truth? Now obviously, you know I'm not thick. Cumbrian Truth, he must be in Cumbria, of course. Well, I don't fucking know the guy. I'm not subscribed to him. But I'm gonna have a look at his content. Maybe today or tomorrow, when I get around to it. But I'm subscribed to that many people, because you change settings in YouTube to USA, then you get all the USA podcasts that you like and you subscribe to them. Then you change it back to English, but you still subscribe to them. And you do that in Australia, and then you get all the Australian podcasts and you subscribe to them. Now I'm going to give this guy a plug. He's crazy. If you're up in the middle of the night and there's no lives on and you can't sleep, Keeping Up with Tommy. Anyway, Humble, thanks mate, but don't forget, Humble, their banter comments on your channel. I like going round with the peoples and giving them banter in the comments. Be it may sound a bit as though I'm a troll. Far from a troll, mate. We all know Shield Road's finest is. It's Mark Mosley. And he says it in his own name. And if he says it in his own name, he's not a troll. You know. But it's all good fun, isn't it? Now, I want to get onto buggies. Alright, buggies. Don't take it personal, I know you've not buggered no one. But if my ID was called Motorsports and Buggies, I would expect to be called Buggery. Just like I'm getting called. Are you getting brasses? It goes with the ID, mate. So love it or leave it, Buggeries. That's what people call you. And for 1 minute, I put all my life savings on that you have not buggered a man. So don't get it wrong, don't get it right. If I'm watching your content, would you say I'm supporting you? I don't know, that's up for you to decide. You know, it's I watch all the content right through the middle, you know. And I've noticed a few people on YouTube starting to get on what I'm about now, because, you know, if there's a couple of people around, I like to throw the cat amongst the pigeons, if you get what I mean, and then take a step back and leave them to it. Then I'll thrive off them, giving it to each other. And that's how it is, boys. That's how it is. You know. Right. Another person I want to address is Mr. Johnny Woodsman. Johnny, listen, get a grip. I get women's make nasty comments at me, mate. But then I just don't shout back at them. You take 5 cocks up the arse. That's bollocks, mate. Give ladies a bit of respect. Do you know, you can't be doing that, Lindsay's a nice person. You know, Lindsay Kirkpatrick. Go and give her a sub, She's over 500. I went in there the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before actually, and I jumped in and out of her live about 4 or 5 times in different IDs. Now don't get it wrong or don't get it twisted. If you've noticed, I put a little arrow at the ID I'm in, point at it, and put shield, so you know who I am. So if you see the narrative posting on your wall, the narrative is Shield Road's finest. And I'm sure you know that, because I don't turn me thingios to private, me videos and whatnot. So, you know, I'm not that fucking stupid. I'm not hiding. So you know who the narrative is and any other ideas you use. That's why I do not make things all private, because I'd be a troll then, wouldn't I? But I'm not a troll. I don't hide. Do you know what I mean, lad? But Woodsman, anyway, lad. Yeah, I just don't know what to say about you, mate. It beggars belief that you could give that such abuse. Now, I want to put this out there. All I have heard is PD say that you got sacked from a school, or you're not allowed to work with kids. Now, hang on. I like PD. Me and PD have a mutual respect. You know, he is the banter roaster of YouTube, I feel. But it's all in fun. They're all having a laugh, and I think it's all fixed, isn't it, when they all come on, you know? You just get the views and get the channels up and running and thriving, you know. And some of the things are all staged on YouTube, in my opinion. You get on it because you notice who hashtags each other. They're all following each other, helping each other. The ones who hashtag each other watch each other's content, just to put a few extra pennies in the pocket. But listen, lad, you know what? I don't know what. This was a couple of weeks ago. 82,000 watch time hours. I don't know. I've been told that gets you monetized if you got 1,000 subscribers. But is it about money, YouTube, for me? Bollocks. Not about money, lad. Not rushing to get to 1,000 subscribers. At the moment, I'm just going around looking at people's content, making comments because of the health issues that are going on. So I've took a little bit a step back, but Woodsman, yeah. So anyway, PD, right, we have a mutual respect. Now, PD typed in the room, Mosley is a nonce and a wrong'un. Now, he speaks to a lad on YouTube, Crosby, and Crosby asked him, why do you call Shields Finest a nonce? And PD's reply to Crosby was, he reacts, Mosley's alright, I'm having a laugh with him. Well, you know, let's be serious now. I think calling someone a nonce on YouTube, you don't know who the real nonces are then. Call the real nonces, because you call every cunt a nonce, and I just don't know what to believe. So it just sidetracks from the situation, and it takes all the other attention off the real wrong'uns. So you're calling people who are not wrong'uns. You know, like, in my opinion, Buggies is not a wrong'un. Oh, but you did get asked Buggies, and it is what it is, la. Now, all the lovers of Buggies, you can't say nothing about me, because it's facts, la. It's facts. Let's have it right. I'm saying it how it is. I am doing nothing but saying what Buggy's done. Simple, and it's an opinion. And you know what opinions are like. They all have them. So anyway, Woodsman, you were lucky yesterday, mate. I just didn't like it that much that you kicked me off your live stream, didn't you? And I'll be honest, I tried to get back on, do you know, because I was going to porn bomb you, mate. That's how bad. Because, you know, don't get it wrong, mate. I've seen my mum put up with abuse all her life. You know, till I was about 10, 11. To me, that's all my early childhood days. You know, you just don't give women abuse like that. If women usually give me a bit of a negative whatever, I'll reply, but I won't say you take 5 cocks up your fucking whatever. It's a bit naughty, mate. A bit. A very bit. A big bit. So Woodsman, game shot and match, mate. So don't be saying why am I hating up on you. Now, you know, the only evidence I've got is PD, but I've heard other people say it in the comments now. Now, why are you living in Thailand, Johnny? Why are you living in Thailand? Because it's cheap. or because it's easy to get sex. To any, you can get sex off any person, if you get what I mean, in Thailand. You know, if you want a 15-year-old, you can get it. If you want a 12-year-old, you can get it. Look, you only have to look at Paul Gary Glitter, who takes it up the itter. Why did he go to Thailand? I don't know, Johnny. But you know, you're saying I'm hating on you, and I don't hate on no one. I'm just fucking giving my opinion. That's it. No more said. Do you know what I mean? The woodsman lie. Just jog on, mate. Keep doing what you're doing. But don't be doing what you're doing to Lindsay. She's a good person. Adios, amigo. Now, any others I want to talk about? Fighting Irish. Well, he's not a nonce. He's not a grass. Someone grassed on him for taking the mate's chain. He's owned it and he took it on the chin. He's not a wronging, is he, mate? He's not in a class. People are getting this word, the wronging, confused with everything else now. Now, a wronging is a grass. A nonce is a beast. A beast. That's just in my vocabulary. We all have our own wee vocabulary, you know what I mean, folks? And I can't say no more. What do you have to do about it? Well, I'm no good at taking Scottish accents off, am I? I'll tell you what, lad, it's bloody booming in sunny Liverpool. I'm taking a nice stroll. Gonna go in and get some bird seeds. Now the squirrels have got one of me seed holders. I put a hole in it. They're playing hopscotch around it. So I'm taking the fruit basin off, because that's giving them a little platform to stand on to get at the tingios, and that's maybe getting a tingio moved up higher and getting a thing around the bottom so squirrels can't climb up it. But you know, anyway, folks, the next person I want to talk about, oh yeah, Fighting Irish. So Fighting Irish, yeah, you know, I like him. Simple off, pure and simple. I like Fighting Irish. It is what it is. To some people you like more than others. Now I'm saying like more than others because I don't hate no one on YouTube. I may dislike some people, and I think out of the names I've mentioned so far, there's two I dislike. You work out who the two are in your own head. I haven't said it. If you're not thick, you'll get the two bang on the head within a second if you've watched this video right through. So Fighting Irish, big up lad. Your puppy looks great, so adorable. Keep doing what you're doing. Little banter videos, you know, it's funny. They all put them out. I wish I was a good editor, because I'll tell you what, I'll be putting them out all day. But you know, the time and effort that people go into to editing these videos is second to none. Some of these clips you see, and you've got to agree, no, I'm not mentioning no one's name on whose clips, some of the clips you see are funny and well put together. And when you see a funny and well put together clip, I like to be a bit bold and a bit brash with my comments. Some people don't see it as banter, and when they reply, I start laughing my head off and I think, I'm living in their head. Shield Road Finest is actually living in someone's head. Now here's an example, humble. When I just put a mere comment on your channel, in your comments, you had to reply back and say, I looked in the mirror when I come in the lift. Well, you know what I want to say, humble? Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for watching my content. That's a wee good man, and I can't fault you for that, mate. I can't fault you in one bit. You're watching me content, and if people are watching your content, if the comments are negative or good, in my opinion, if they watch your content, I feel they're supporting you, because let's have it right, if you're monetized, the people who are watching content are putting money in your pocket. Now, I'm not interested in fucking monetised or whatever. No one knows my financial situation. I'm skint. As far as YouTube's concerned, I am skint. I live on my pip, £250 a week. Fact, done and dusted. Anyway, folks, something other what I wanted to mention. Little wee Jambo, fighting Irishes, mate. My mate fighting Irishes, mate. But Jambo, thank you, lad. That's Euro's finest. Let's get this guy subs up. He's bold. Well, I think, Jambo, you've got on me now, lad. You're the only one that I'm going round the comments and having a little banter, saying it as bold and as brash as can be. But it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, lad. You know, yeah, alright. I've known Fighting Irish on YouTube for a while now, and I like Fighting Irish, so it is what it is, isn't it, folks? I don't get involved in the argument, but if you have to, Fighting Irish, he's got my back, mate. Do you know? Not as in a bad way. I don't go around and fucking threaten people, and that's not what I'm about, but I will go and give a little few comments, as you know. So, Jambo, yeah, big respect, mate, big respect, lad. That was, fair play. You're trying to get me more subs, and my subs did jump up by 25 in a day. So, you're getting on it now. Now, I don't know whether they're going to let me keep the camera on in here. I'm just going to let you see. Let me find my debit card. Because, I'm getting out. I'm getting a bit of vitamin D with the sunlight. I've had nothing today. Can't get nothing down me. A couple of cups of coffee and one Ensure. The weight is severely dropping off me. And what a fool. I had an appointment for the blood scan, appointment for the CT scan, an appointment for the endoscopy. But with the CT scan, you need to drink the dye with 2 litres of water 2 hours before you go to the hospital. I bloody drank the dye for my endoscopy. I shouldn't have drank the dye. It was nil by mouth for the endoscopy. But I've got that many appointments. My head is up my arse, lad. You better believe it, I'm on YouTube at night, man, when yous are all a kid. Watching American lives, Australian lives. Yeah. My YouTube watch time is about 8 hours a day. But don't forget, I do have 2 phones, and I do leave one phone on just listening to the content and not watching the video. So I am putting a lot of watch time hours in on other people's content. Do you know? So, be it Fighting Irishes, be it Jambos, be it Buggies. Sorry. It's just your nickname, mate. I'm sorry, lad. It is what it is, isn't it? Buggeries, Humble. So, I'm the banter kid, mate. I'm not the roaster, as in giving negative, you fucking this, you fucking that, you fucking blah, 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 blah. They're only a comments, lad. And let's have it right, folks. YouTube is only a fucking game show, lad. It's only a game show. It's only a game. Where did you ever first hear that? You remember Big Brother? Big Nasty Nick, lad. Nasty Nick. Oh, he was a rat of balls. I bet you he wouldn't come up never had a YouTube channel after being on that fucking Big Brother. Oh, no, he was a rat, wasn't he, lad? Trying to conclude. I'd love to see Humble in Big Brother. Throw a few of all yous in a Big Brother house. It would be fun to watch. Do you know? Am I alright recording? I'm not recording you. The other guy lets me. Alright, so yeah, I'm getting me seed, lad, for the birds. Let's see where my debit card is, folks. Let's go for see how the fish are doing. I'm gonna get a big bag of seed for the birds and some other stuff. Oh, look at that. The fish are still looking well, aren't they, folks? I don't know if any of you have seen this video. I've joined a site, Rehome and Fish. I've been offered 20 goldfish and he wanted to see a picture of the pond. When I put a picture up, the approval was nothing but great comments on the Fish Rehoming site I've joined. I'm getting 20 goldfish, I'm getting some guppies and I'm getting some koi carp. And all I've done is put an advert on the site and a picture of the pond saying proper filter, fish looked after, nice pond, and I'm getting fish donated like. So, you know, I've been taking a little bit of a step back from YouTube. I didn't put out a video yesterday because of what's going on with me health. And, you know, that's what it is. Now, this pond was full last time. It hasn't got a fucking dingaling in it now. Do you know, it hasn't got a fish in it, neither is this one. So what are they doing? Are they cleaning them out? Have the fish got one? Have they put one in with a disease? But a lot of them are empty. Have they been moved over to other tanks? I don't know, but folks, you know, look at some of them fish like. They are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. You know. Oh yeah. What more can you say? Anyway, folks, I'm going to get me seed. Alright, mate, can you have some seed for putting me bird hangers?
Yeah.
Please. And the brown ones where the little birds have to peck at. Haven't you got bigger bags? The more you buy, the cheaper they are. Do you know the bags, what you put in the seed fillers? Do they go in the seed, you know, the seed holders?
Yeah.
Yeah, how much a day?
They're £2.
I'll have to see with them. And you know the brown ones? The brown ones, there's no shell on them. Where are they? Shut them. How much a day?
£2.25.
Yeah, I'll have them as well, mate. I haven't recording, I'm only letting people see what I'm buying, you get me?
Oh.
Not recording you, mate. Recording the fish. Don't worry, the camera won't point at you one bit like. I don't want that, mate, no. The squirrels will roast that.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm after keeping these gents off camera, folks, you know. But I've got the seeds for the birds, like. That in, mate.
Yep.
Look, can I swap it for the right size?
Yeah. Thanks, Sam. Nice one, mate.
Mate, thank you. Back in my Sabach, lad. I don't want to lose my card.
Thank you.
But,
Alright. Cheers, mate.
Well, what size is that one?
Right, I've got a big bag of goodies for the seeds. Never got the ducks. Oh, I forgot to get the ducks a bag of seed, didn't I, lad? Because, you know, I enjoy. Have you got a bag of seed to feed the ducks? You got pallets to feed the ducks, love, or?
There's like a bag of swan and duck food,
No,
or there's
just
or there's like
no,
wild
for
birds.
the wild birds in the park.
Yeah, wild bird, that one.
That one. Yeah, mate. Hey, bro, I took another bag of seed for the birds. £2, isn't it?
cheers, mate. £2, James. Thank you.
Cheers. So I've got the all the seed. Oh Lord, it's a bit heavy, you know. It's only a few bags of seed as well. But it's, you know, on my hernia, when you've got a hernia, an hiatus hernia, you shouldn't carry nothing, mate. I've done all my research on it. Even with the food, if you do a meal, you should be eating it in 3 seconds. Eat a bit, give it 20 minutes, eat another bit, give it 20 minutes, and eat another bit. But anyway, folks, so what do you think about Paddy Conroy? Paddy Conroy. Well, you know, he's already talking about bodies down shafts and he's being nicked. He's just wanting to shaft himself. He's mentioning shafts and shafting himself up the arse, like. You know, you don't mention nothing about bodies and shafts. Well, you know, nothing of criminality on YouTube. Keep stum, say nothing, keep them lips sealed, like. Do you know what I mean, folks? Hey, I'm gonna have to stop, like.
Who's that? Who is it?
Do you know?
Is that Mummy?
Oh, isn't that
Shout
dog
to
lovely,
them.
lad? Isn't that dog lovely? Oh,
Where?
Staffy.
Shout him.
Lovely, innit? Oh, and look at this one. Just getting your dog, mate, not you. Oh, stunning little dogs. Bullies, lad, bullies. Bullies mean prizes, bullies mean money, innit? And you know, people who've got the money on YouTube, you know, they must be that thick, must they? You know, how can you call someone thick, really, if they've got money? You can't, can you? If you're skint and someone else has got money, you can't hardly criticise them. Because who's the wise man? The one with the money or the one who hasn't got the money? I'll let you decide that one. Anyway, folks, I assume this video will get watched by people who are just watching me talk about the podcasters. Now I want to talk about Declan Eggy and Dean, not Ward Lynch, Dean Fraud Lynch. Well, come on, lad. I'm going to say it how it is. Dean, the only thing you didn't give Deckard in that ring was a kiss on the lips, mate. You give him a big hug, do you know? And you call him Dirty Dicky. So, when you're giving someone a hug, like, and you think they're the wrong one, what does that say about anyone, really? Well, you know who the anyone is. What does that say about someone? Because there's some people on YouTube who get called wrong-uns, and I don't jump on it and start calling them a wrong-un. I would be classed myself as a troll then. No. I want facts, lie. And that's why I type it in the comments. Facts, fucking facts and sheer facts. Nothing but, lads. Nothing fucking but. Get on it, folks. But yeah, I may be mad, I may be crazy, but at least I'm willing to put my name out there on YouTube. And there's loads of people. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying meaning people who their channels are based on hiding their identity. I'm on about the ones in the chat who would never eat. Some of them won't even comment, never mind jump on a live, like. And you know, if you're willing to jump on a live, but if you're willing to comment in the YouTube lives, you are a part of the YouTube community. Fact, period. Put to bed. If you're not a part of the YouTube community, don't post in that live. Do you know? I'm getting out of breath, folks. I'm gonna have to stop, lad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop. No ifs or buts. Oh, no. I'm dying for the ciggy, I can't light one. By the way, I have only been smoking 7 or 8 ciggies a day. 20's just lasted me 2.5 days. Do you know? A full 2.5 days, and there's still about 5 in it, so I've got 2 boxes of patches. Now I think when I go for giving this smoking up, I think I've got to do it when I feel I'm ready. And I think the time for me to be ready is when all these hospital appointments are done and dusted. So the blood one, I've given the blood test, that's done and dusted. 23rd CT scan, 30th endoscopy, and I've got it in my head now. This is, I've told Crosby, so there's no ifs or buts, because you see, you've got what you call an imprinted memory, and you've got what you call a micro memory. Imprinted memory is things I remember from a kid, or it installed in my brain, and I call my brain my hard drive. That is my hard drive. And believe you me, I don't need any of you to tell me. I know my hard drive is an intelligence hard drive. Not the best, but you know, it's not thick. Some people who do think I'm thick, I'd buy and sell you round the box block 20 times. Go, you know, why do you need 2 phones? Do you want me to talk about passive income? Using other people's videos to make income while you sleep? No, I'll say no more of that. You know what? I bought a bit of crypto when it started, and he's kept it for a while. He's made a good few quid there, but I don't do it. I don't know what passive income is like. I've got a fucking jar of glue. You know what a jar of glue is? Glue. You're on it like a car bonnet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, folks, I know this is, to you, it's probably the boring part. Well, some of you will type in the comments, it's all boring. I know that. You get your haters and you get your lovers. But feeding the ducks, some people may not want to watch me feeding the ducks. But there's some of my subscribers in Australia, America. You know, I've got a little few, obviously the family in Australia. I haven't got just one sub in Australia, I've got a few, you know. Yeah, so I've got more than 6 in Australia. And they love the wildlife, and people like to see me getting out. So some people, the wildlife's not their cup of tea, watching Shield Road's Finest feed the ducks. But I feel I'm doing my good deed for the day. If everyone got down here and fed the ducks, they wouldn't have to be living on bread. If everyone went and bought them a decent bit of seed, do you know what I mean? A bit of proper nutrition in them, what they should be eating. Oh, it's a lovely day, a lovely day. Oh, I just walked into there. Oh, what's that? Look at that, folks. Sad, isn't it? And that is a dead. Oh, I don't know what it is. Oh, it looks like I don't know, it's still got its yellow little down feathers on it. It was looking, it fell out a nest, that's fell out a nest. Sad, isn't it? You know, never mind. So, yeah, so I can't wait to go to the hospitals, and I think I'm going to have an operation, to be honest with you, and, you know, because there's some things I don't go into detail about, isn't there? There's only so much I can say. I'm not going to share every micro part of my stuff. I'm not sure. No, yeah, so install memory is things that you can remember from years ago, and they'll never go away. Memories are memories, and once they're installed, ingrained in your head, they're there for life. But the micro memory is a short-term memory, small, do you know, which I suffer with memory loss, short-term memory loss. Now, people are aware of this, I'm sure, because I'm very a repetition myself sometimes. I forget what I said, and I'll be honest with you, it's since I got the one for the bus, from the bus. There's no ifs or buts, it is facts. That bus, it's damaged me for life. And that's the way of life, lad. Do you know what I mean, mate? You know, getting hit by a bus, it's not a nice thing, mate. You know, you don't remember nothing for a couple of weeks. I nearly lost a life, lad, and that's the closest I've ever come to death. The closest. I was unconscious before that bus hit me. I can just about remember the bus, the last 3 seconds, and anaphylactic shock or adrenaline jumped in, and that much of it, that I just don't remember it hitting me. You know? So, yeah, so I want to get on about the fight in a minute, folks, when I'm walking back home. Do you know, I really want to talk about Deckard and Dean. I'm going to have my opinion on that, because you can't stop me having my opinion, because I'm just your average Joe Bloggs. I'm not a keyboard gangster. I'm just involved in YouTube and like to have my opinion. Let's see what happens with all these birds now, folks. They'll all be over. Oh, now some of these baby ones, right, what I've been seeing, they're all getting bigger. And it's down to people like me. Yeah, folks, look at them all. Look at all them. Look at all them. Look at all them. Look at all them. If I done my deed for the day, this is a great deed. No one is going hungry. You know, no one is going hungry, lad. No one is going hungry when Shield Road's finest is about, mate. And they're all starving. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Look, let's get this bag open more. I'll see you how quickly you can throw the bag. Look at all them go. Look at them all. Look at them all, lad. Look at them all. At least. Look at them all, mate. Look at them all. Oh, look. Oh my God. Look, they're even outside the fence. They're all everywhere. Watch, now I'll have to get more out there because I'll be getting attacked. They'll all be landing on me. I don't want that, do I? So, because I've got enough. Oh, I've got all those things now, haven't I, folks? You know, look. Absolutely hundreds of them. Look, I'd say there's 200 here easily. Look at that. Oh, look at them all. You know, that one's more interested in scratching the snow. Now, let's see, lad. Look at that. I'm trying to get. Look. So there you go, folks. The floors are all laid with it. Let's stand back. And watch them all. So be it pigeons, ducks, but they're all, look at all them. Oh my God. Do you know what? Oh. Alright, mate. So I've done my deed for the day. They've devoured nearly 3 pounds of seed and weight. Look. Absolutely devoured it. Just keep staying tuned, folks, for my thoughts on the Deckard fight. Do you know? Look at the look at the look at the look what's it saying? Look at the YouTube. Look at the 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 whatever you're fucking saying. Cooing. Look at the goo. Look at the goo. Anyway, folks, what do we want to talk about? Deckard and Dean Ward-Lynch. I'm going to address him as Dean Ward-Lynch today. Sir Dean Ward-Lynch, not. The fight, was very anticipated, big build-up, but the fight in itself was a letdown, mate. We all were under the impression it was going to be last man standing, But you know, people wanting to jump in and protect their money. I feel that's what it was. It was about views. Now, Decca, I'm going to say this, mate. If I was you, after what Dean had put me through, I would have stayed there and said, no, you're not stopping it unless you declare me a winner. I want to carry on until I win. Decca, you were daft. You should have said that. No, I'm not giving up. I'm not stopping. I'm not giving. And I think you'd have got the win, La. You should have just stayed at it. Because if you're saying to be honest, Decca, if you're saying you're not a wrong'un, why would you want to stop after all that? The deal you had with Dean in the ring, and I watched it myself, it stops now as long as you stop calling me a nonce, stop calling me a nonce. That's all you were happy with. As long as he stopped calling you a nonce. Your words, not mine. Your words. Fact. So, is that all you wanted? You just want to get the attention away from you with Dean? Because if I was you, mate, I wanted to kick the fucking living daylights out of him if I was innocent. But to me, by you saying just don't call me a nonce, we'll leave it at that, it leaves some answered questions in my head. And I'm sure the YouTubers who are watching me would agree 100%. Wholly. Do you know, if you was here, Decca, for YouTubers, would you want to get in there and roast Dean and put him to bed, make it that it was a win? Because it made a mockery out of Giving Best. Now, Giving Best in Ireland, someone calls someone out, the other person will say then where the location is and whatever. You know, do you all get a fair play, man, blah 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 blah, and that, and they meet up. And I see proper Irish fights going on for an hour and a half, and I'll tell you what, mate, they're hurting each other, and some of them come to a draw after an hour and a half of last man standing. That's what you call a fight. But Jackers and Dean, it made a fucking total mockery out of Giving Best. And I'm subscribed actually to Travellers communities. You know, I respect the Travellers, albeit my opinion on Travellers, the Travellers haven't been very well educated. Now, I'm not criticising them, that is fucking fact. They don't stay in the one place, they travel around. So the travelling community, the kids do not get a very good education. But I don't know, the best education you can get in life is living it, learning experiences. Do you know, these fighting travellers, mate, although they haven't been to school, I'll tell you what, most of them work, albeit there's traveller scams. Some travellers give other travellers a bad name, hawking, knocking on people's door. All right, bejesus, do you want me to tarmac your garden? Oh, I don't think you should be allowed to hawk in this day and age, you know, with all the pensioners and whatnot, because some people could be getting a dodgy Dave done to them. Now listen, totally agree, La. Most of the travellers, great community, respectful gentlemen. Do you know? Respectful gentlemen. Now, you know, like, I can name a family. Now, I didn't know them till I was on YouTube. The Joyces in Oxford. Well, what can you say? I don't know them. Never seen them. But I've got big respect to them. Because you can see the gentleman. And that's how a gentleman should be. Quiet, just getting on with their life. But if you annoy them, you see the other side of the gentleman. And you know, the man you've got to watch out for is the quietest man in the room. The one you don't need to watch out is the loudest. At humble.com. Banter. Oh, you better believe it. Oh, so, you know, big up and respect to the Joyces for giving the fair play. Whatever you think about Decca, I have my opinions, and you know what my opinions are, folks. Dicky. Ooh. But you know, I'm just giving my opinion on the fight. Now, although people, we all know what Decca is, but I'd say 8 out of 10 wanted Decca to win. So all Decca's haters wanted him to win. And I'm saying it how it is, lad. That's fucking fact. I'm a Decker hater. Not a hater, you know, yeah, I'm a Decker hater. But I wanted them to win. Now, I don't know why that is. And that is, I can only think it's because of the persona Dean Lynch comes across as. You know, I've heard him threatening to torture people online. You know, I've heard him call out numerous people. You know, I've heard him say he's had 68 and 4 losses amateur boxing fights, or 64 he's had, or something like that. He's in the 60s. I don't believe Dean Lynch has had fucking 4 amateur fights, to be honest. Because if you googled his name, it should come up with all about his boxing. The only fucking thing what comes up about him is getting slaughtered by Decker Heggie now. Decker, Gordon, Heggie, Craigie. You know, folks. Well, I may have been a bit brash and a bit bold, but you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater, I'm a lover. I am a lover. Not a lover of some people, a hater of some people, but you know, I don't troll them. I'll leave my opinion in the comments in my own name. And some people want to stop going in false IDs, take a leaf out of my book, do it in your own ID. Don't be a keyboard gangster and have the arse to put the comments out in your own name. Because one thing about Shield Road's finest, he says it how it is, like. And yeah, I've seen it. Jambo maybe said I'm bold, but I'm just bold and straight to the point. Jambo, win it, lad. Do you know what I mean, mate? I'm just straight to the point. And that's all it is. As when some people like me get straight to the point, some people don't like it, because the fact of the matter is, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Even the banter, I may give it a bit bold, very bold on the banter part. And people are taking I'm being a bit serious when I'm throwing a bit of banter in with it as well, and having a little bit of a laugh. And you know, a lot of my comments get highlighted. Do you know what I mean? So it says something for me. Comments, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? And so if some of my comments are getting pinned, highlighted, and then all people are hitting the like, they're agreeing with me, basically. If you're hitting a like on my comments, you are agreeing with me, period, fact, kaput. So, you know, I'm involved in the YouTube scenery, albeit a one-man band, albeit very opinionated, albeit very bold, and albeit saying it how it is. It is what it is, lad. It's facts. So I wonder how many people really watch this video all the way through. The ones whose videos I watch all the way through. Will they watch mine all the way through? Because to be honest, I mention a good few podcasters or people who just make videos, not really podcasters to me, unless you're going live, or a real proper podcaster. I think is a bit like Sean Atwood, English. Say no more about Atwood. You know, you probably know about this, because I'm going to put at Atwood, at Sean Atwood. I'm going to give it at a load of people today, and let me see how many. Put the thumbs up if you watched it all the way through, folks. You know, and I think a few of you don't give me loads because I'm in poor health, and you know, yeah, I don't want to stress on YouTube. You know, if I got the stick that I go, I'd fucking delete YouTube app. Well, I just turn my comments off and carry on being giving my comments in other people's sagas. Do you know what I mean? I have to be careful here, folks. Car could come flying down that bend. Be very careful. So yeah. Oh, by the way, Humble, when I get in my flat now, I'll have a look in the mirror, mate. I'll have a look in the mirror and I'll show you He'll even show you Matt. Me looking right through the glass. Oh, it's fucking hot today, boys. It's very hot today, lad. I am sweating bacon. Gotta go in, make a quick coffee and go and feed the birds and sit in the garden for an hour and enjoy the fish. And then what have I got to do? Upload this and go around and give a few more comments in the comment section. You know. Anyway, folks, I'm nearly home. Oh, that dodgy Dave there in the speaker. That dodgy. No, it started with Dodgy Dave and it's going to end with Dodgy Dave. He's dodgy as they come. We all know what Dodgy Dave looks like. Dave, you're asking people to donate to buy your balaclavas and you're buying a balaclava every 3 days. Now the other day I seen 40 quid get put in to your YouTube account. So if you're getting 40 quid every live every day, you're buying one balaclava every 3 days. Now you're saying they're £9.99. Personally, I've seen balaclavas on there for a £5. Do you know what I mean, mate? But you know, if you don't know what to believe, it's you. Dodgy. Dodgy, 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 dive. Dodgy. Dodgy as they come. Anyway, folks, I'm on Shield Road. I'm waiting for just having a break, you know. I'm on Shield Road, not very busy today. No brasses out here. So I'm gonna love yous and I'm gonna leave yous, lah. Do you know? Shield Road Circular. Now that bus should say Shield Road's finest on it. Thanks for coming, folks. Love yous and leave you. Banter, 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 banter. Thanks for coming. God bless. I'll feed the same pet. Al City. Adios, amigo. Bye bye.